Hi lovelies, today I'm going to give you a rundown of all of my favourite vegan and cruelty-free makeup brushes. This is not just from one collection, this is spanned over a few years of my scouring and collecting, a little bit like Ariel. No wonder she's my favourite Disney princess. So let's crack right onto it, and I'll show you even how I use all of these brushes to kind of attack my face in the way I have done today. This video was quite highly requested from people that I know, so hopefully it helps you ladies out. This is my favourite foundation brush, the Sigma Round Kabuki F82. It's worked with every different kind of foundation that I've ever used. Going back to the days that I used to use Revlon, now this must have been like 5 years ago. Is that how old this brush is? Wow, okay. So it's lasted a long time, so if longevity and quality is a concern, this is good. Just gonna put it out there. Just gives the nicest, softest coverage, and you end up not being able to see those bristle marks. And because it's quite a thick and dense brush, I find it just disperses the product really nice and evenly. I've used their flat top brush and other flat top brushes, but I just find that they don't get into like those nooks and crannies. If you're after a good foundation brush that is cruelty-free and vegan, Sigma Round F82, I love it. So for concealer brush, this is the pointed foundation brush by Real Techniques. If you've seen my other videos, you'll understand why, but this little point here, it's meant to be foundation, but mate, it's good for concealer. So, quite a few problem spots everywhere. So you see it just picks up the product really well and disperses it nicely and doesn't create a streaky finish. And it doesn't really disturb my foundation. And for those under eyes, there we go. See, it can get into this awkward spot right here. It's the perfect size for this, so if you do have flawless skin, but you've got bags under your eyes, dude, this. So then I go in with my actual under eye concealer. Real professional application. But this is my trick as well, because I'm super budget. See how this side is now dirty? This side is clean to me, so I use it with the lighter shade and just pat underneath. So this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. So it's got a nice little spoolie on it. I really do like this spoolie, it works well. And then this, can you see how fine that is? Can you see? Can you see? Can you? It's really fine. It's just really fine. Just brush through these very sparse bushes. But yeah, there are some people with amazing skills that use this brush to draw on individual hairs, and I can't do that. But if you are more skilled than me, you can use this exact brush for that. I just find it manages to get through each individual eyebrow hair. Yeah, eyebrow hair. You don't have lashes on your eyebrows. Gosh. This is robust tea with almond milk, and I love it. Okay, now everyone's favourite, let's look at our eye brushes. This is the Sigma E55 brush, and can you see that? Do you see that? It is just such a good all-rounder flat shading brush. And I'll just show you right now, shall I? This brush is great for packing colour onto the lid, with the bristles not all being one length on this. It means that you get a greater surface area, so you get a more compact finish, which is perfect when you're trying to pack stuff under the brows like I am right now. When you just want to be able to blend things super well together after the fact, or just have a nice light wash of colour. This is the Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush, and I adore it. So I've had this for a few years, and as you can see from the tip here, maybe you can see from the tip, it's decently sized, it's very soft and fluffy, and it picks up a good amount of colour that's not too much, that's just 2 dabs. And like I said, I've had this for a wee while, but oh man, it just feels so nice when you're using it, and it provides a wonderful soft wash of colour. And if you have put on a bit too much product or got a really harsh, well, not even a transition, if you've got a harsh line, this is really great for helping to blend all that together and make it look, you know, somewhat decent. It saved me on quite a few occasions, and it feels lovely and fluffy, and I'll probably use it again whilst we're talking. This is the ZOEVA Soft Definer Brush, and as you can see, it's a duo fibre, and this shape just makes it wonderful for really getting in here, or if you're doing a eye that's a gradient look. This is so good for that because it's fairly firm. It feels lovely, but it's definitely firm, and as the bristles only cut off at this point and kind of gradient up, if you're doing a faded look, this is amazing for it. So I will just go in a little bit here and then bring it up. It applies colour in a quite precise manner whilst also diffusing it, and so it's quite a good hybrid. Now moving on to the next brush I want to show you. If you saw my last makeup tutorial, I just received this one and I've been using this brush all week. Already I'm in love with it. This is the Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush. Where were you all my life? I needed you. Where were you? Why did I not add you to my cart? Because it's soft, but that point, this point right here, this point that I'm making right here is, it just, okay, I'll just show you. Like, obviously, this is great for outer eye work. Oh my gosh, you can get right in that eye socket. Sounds really creepy. And it fiercely blends. My next brush. This is another Sigma Beauty that I adore, and I've had this for about as long as I've had my foundation brush from them. So a good many years, and it's still going. It's the mark of a great brush in my books. So this is the Sigma Pencil E30, and this I like to use in my inner tear ducts, and if I want to have a little bit of highlighter just underneath my brow bone, this is what I use this one for. It's the perfect shape for just getting right on in there. So easy to just put colour exactly where you want it to go. Just show you exactly how it works under the brow bone. I've only got a tiny amount of product on here. Maybe you guys can see that though, like there's a bit of a gleam. For anyone that likes to use powder foundation as opposed to liquid, I will give a really good shout out to a company I've loved for years, and I should actually do a single video on because I've been using their products for must be about 6 years now. This brush right here is the Vegan Kabuki Brush by ADORN Cosmetics. Now this comes as part of like a starter pack for their foundation. I'll just give you guys a little demonstration. So yes, I'm also using the ADORN Cosmetics foundation here. I'm only going to use a little bit of it though, because obviously I've got foundation on right now. We don't want to have a cake face. But when I do my single video focusing on ADORN, I'll show you exactly what I mean by how amazing this particular one is. For me, as you can see, and as you will have seen in any of my other videos, I use this to kind of push that foundation in because of the shape of it. It works so well to do this, and it helps create a nice matte finish, even more so, and just, so good by Real Techniques. And as you can see from this, the shape is perfect for cutting your cheeks without it looking like you've actually sliced them. It's soft, it's got a lovely dome shape, and it just angles beautifully. Let me show you. Show, don't tell. So it just blows out the colour really, really well. And I've just realised I don't have mascara on with this look. Okay, I will do soon. Yeah, I just find that it's not too big of a brush, it's not too small. It's kind of like, it's the baby bear of contour brushes. It just works so well and picks up just the right amount of product and diffuses it really nicely, and I love it. So yeah, I really recommend this one. This is the brush that I currently use. I might be interested in getting a new one because, as you can see, it's got a bit of a bend on it. I've had this one for a few years as well, and it does a really nice job of diffusing it, but if you guys have got any recommendations, let me know. But it applies colour really softly, so if you're ever worried about getting a clown look, it's quite hard to achieve with this brush. So that's a good thing. Okay, so we got some lashes on now. I feel a little bit better. Okay, now we're on to everyone's favourite glow time. Yeah, so this is the cheek highlighter brush, and like, I've tried fan brushes. Nothing compares to this. Nothing compares to you. Like, it is so, I'll show you. It's really good for getting a soft look or a dramatic look. So if you go overboard like I did here, you can just try and buff it out. Because it's stiff enough, you can try that. And you can see how well it applies that glow. So that's all of my favourite brushes. That's all of them. Okay, wow, so I hope that you guys managed to pick up some useful information from this. I know it can be a little bit daunting when you're like going into the vegan or cruelty-free like makeup world and you're just like, what about my brushes? And what if you want to buy a new brush? And obviously this isn't just one set that I've covered here. This is what I've kind of accumulated and tested over a few years. If you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel. And also, if you found this video useful at all, give it a thumbs up because I want to know what you guys want to see. So also comment down below too. I hope you lovelies have a wonderful week. I'll see you again soon. Bye.